Hello and welcome to Versus Live. I'm Ross Merriam.
It's going to be tough with the mic there, bud. How about this? Welcome to Versus Live. My name's Corey Baumeister. That's Ross Merriam. And we got Rob in the booth. Say what's up, Rob.
What's up, Rob? See, I thought he just didn't turn it on. I didn't realize he didn't even put it on.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, you looked a little different there. Look over there. Yeah. All right. Take it away, Ross.
I
did the spiel. You can tag at Star City Games, and Rob will have his favorite question sent over to us. What are we playing?
Okay, we are playing Modern all week on Versus Live, and today we are exploring some of the, let's say, lesser-known decks of the format.
Yeah.
We're having a nice, relaxed, fun day here, playing some neat decks. Did some mining through a league of data and found some sweet ones for you. I'm going to be starting off with an Orzhov creature combo deck built around a Solemnity. So
wild.
Yeah, Solemnity stops your things from getting counters so that it actually acts with sort of these typical persist combos. Mm-hmm. You've seen them in various different shells. We also have Anaphensic, Country Spirit to work in that vein.
Okay.
And Sacrifice Outlets. We also have the combo between Solemnity and Phyrexian Unlife.
Okay.
When you can't get counters, you can't get the poison counters that Phyrexian Unlife uses to kill you, so you effectively can't die through any sort of damage.
Until it gets bounced or something like that.
Yeah, if it gets bounced, you can get milled out. But you can't die. You can't die via damage while that combo stays on the battlefield.
Love it.
And so there's a lot of redundancy in the different pieces. There's several different sack outlets. Altar of Dementia, if you need to mill your opponent out. Blasting Station deals direct damage. Carrion Feeder, probably the best of the bunch since it costs 1, but has to win through combat. It can get infinitely large. Or if you have the combo out, there's different persist creatures. Kitchen Finks, you can get infinite life. Safehold Elite and Putrid Goblin just as cheaper persist creatures. So a ton of redundancy in the different pieces here, built around Solemnity and Anafenza. And then the shell of those different combos leaves you enough space that you get to play some Disruption. So there's a little bit of removal, some discard here. And so you're able to play that game a little bit as well.
Interesting. Okay, and then from my end, of course, on Wild Modern Day, we got to bring out some Yorion decks here from my side. And this one is going to be a Jeskai Blink deck with, we got Vendilion Clicks, a bunch of good burn spells, Path as good removal. Then you have Restoration Angel to kind of act as your Yorion Charming Prince kind of interaction that we've seen before. Keep that loop going, as well as just a bunch of enter the battlefield creatures, Wall of Omens, Vendilion Clicks, stuff like that to gain a bunch of advantage. So a real Corey deck, that's for sure.
Oh, 100%. You're playing a lot of Corey decks today.
We definitely are. We definitely are. Well, it looks like you got the marbles. You beat me with the good Modern decks, so I'm scared for this week because usually win with the janky decks. All right, so I'm going to start.
Winning with bad cards is kind of my specialty.
Yeah, no kidding. And it's not exactly mine, so it's going to be a little tricky. I think I can keep this.
Well, this hand is not particularly close to comboing, but it has plenty of disruption, which I think is important in this matchup, so I'm going to keep.
Okay. Triumph pass to you.
I'll get an 18 and Inquisition you.
Okay, that sucks. I think I know which one you're going to take.
I will take the... How annoying is Spreading Seas? I don't think it's that annoying, to be honest. Though it does set up the Yorion to be really good. That's one thing to note. If you're playing a bunch of discard spells against a Yorion deck,
yeah, that usually doesn't
stop
line
the
up
Yorion
well.
from being able to catch back up.
You never stop the Bird Serpent, man.
Yeah, so actually I'm going to take the Spreading Seas.
Yeah, that's what I figured. It was just a nice turn 2 play for me. And if anything, it kind of slows you down a turn, so seems like the correct pick there. We'll play this so we can Lightning Helix if we need to, and then I'll pass to you.
Okay, good draw there. I will start this turn with another Inquisition.
And I don't think I really care here. Maybe I would want to... It hasn't resolved yet, but this is out of the play for Inquisition anyways. So I think you're probably going to take Snapcaster here. So is it best to just play it and then lose out on value? Probably, because I can blink it. So yeah, we're going to play this. I don't think my life total matters, so I'm going to take 2 just to make sure I got something to fill my mana base here. Probably just a Steam Vents, and then it resolves.
Okay, so you're at 17.
Yep.
Inquisition resolves. Have to take one of the burn spells.
We better get a Steam Vents. Seems better.
I am planning to kill Corey via some loop combo. I don't think his life total matters, so I'd rather just take the cheaper burn spell.
Yep, makes sense to me.
Then I'm going to crack Marsh Flats for a swamp and Thoughtseize away that Restoration Angel.
Oh, not cool. And this deck doesn't play Steam Vents. Okay, Hallowed Fountain it is.
Weird.
Yeah, probably should play one. Probably play more Triumphs instead.
Yeah.
All right, so you took Bolt and Restoration Angel?
Yep. And Fetch Thoughtseize puts me to 15. You're at 17.
15, 17. There should be. Maybe I'm just blind. I can't imagine there wouldn't be one, but...
I would be very surprised.
Yeah. Okay.
Less surprised that you can't find it in an 80-card deck.
Yeah, there's not one in here.
Rob, what are you doing to us?
Nope, negative. Negative, Ghost Rider. 2. Maybe there's 5 Scolding turns. Maybe that wouldn't make too much sense, but 4. Okay, thank you. Perfect. Got an extra sleeve. We'll get that one instead of the Hallowed Fountain. All right. Sorry about that delay, everyone. Okay, well, my hand's been ripped apart, but you are down to 4 cards as well, so not a ton for you.
And the beats are coming.
The beats. Okay, I will attack for 2.
13.
And we're going to put this Bird Serpent into our hand. Your go.
Oof. I will play a Blasting Station.
Okay.
And pass the turn.
Pretty normal stuff. Turn 1, turn 2, 3 hand disruption spells, and then Blasting Station. Let's go. I got a land, and I'll attack for 2.
I go to 11.
Your go. Well, it deals damage to a creature as well. Brutal.
I will play a Solemnity.
Okay.
I will go to 9.
Okay.
And play a Carrion Feeder.
Carrion Feeder, huh? Okay.
Pass the turn.
I definitely want to deal with that, but to be fair, all you need is any persist creature, and I'm essentially dead here, huh?
Yep.
So that one actually doesn't matter, because the Blast Zone and Solemnity is enough. Well, okay, I guess we'll do this. So I will attempt to Helix.
I will sacrifice to deal 1 to the Snapcaster.
Okay. Then I'll sack this.
Brings you to 16.
Yep.
Pretty happy about that exchange. I was planning to kill a Snapcaster anyway.
Okay, perfect. Then maybe that wasn't great.
I'm now at 9, so Yorion is a 3-turn clock, or you need 3 burn spells to kill me, which is tough. I could find an Unlife to stop any of that nonsense.
I'll pass to you.
No 5th land. Persist creature. Ooh, Silent Clearing. Sacrifice.
Okay.
Persist creature. Yeah, I have an Anafenza.
That's not a persist creature.
Nope.
Okay.
That's a turn.
Well, I guess that kind of sucks.
If I remember correctly, there are 10 persist creatures in the list. I think it's 4 Kitchen Finks, 4 Safehold Elite, and 2 Putrid Goblin.
Okay.
So we're just on a 10-outer, though Unlife would also be welcome.
This card is not that great for me right now. Neither is Yorion, really. So, all right, I'm going to Vendilion click at end step, target myself.
Sure.
I'll put Yorion on the bottom.
How could you?
Disrespected my own Yorion. I'll take 2.
14.
And attack for 3.
I'm actually going to throw the Anafenzo away to deal with the click.
Okay. I will cast Restoration Angel and blink it. And target you. You can have that. Here you go.
Okay, save, hold, delete.
Okay. Yep, as it comes back with that trigger on the stack, path it. Bang! I knew I had one way to stop that. That's why I had to kill the Carrion Feeder, because otherwise you could just do it again.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I guess I should have played this blasting station first.
Oh yeah, I guess that would have been good.
And just got you next turn. I just played sloppy the last 2 turns.
Yay! All right, Lightning Helix at the top, FTW. Attack.
I'm 3.
Here go. Pretty standard stuff. The old Vendilion Click Blasting Station matchup.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the Thoughtseize.
All right. Snuck one out on you there. Yeah, I feel like that's going to happen to us a lot today where we just miss little interactions because these are cards we're not used to playing with. That's for sure.
For the most part, when I'm playing decks like this for the first time, I just sort of do my thing, and then when I get blown out by stuff, then I start making mental notes. Like, okay, this is how I need to do it.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so that's going to do it for our B-League Modern Day so far for our first game here between Jeskai Blink and that. We're going
to Solemnity combo.
Of course. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with Sideboarding here on Versus Live.
Welcome back to Versus Live, where we are sideboarding in our matchup between Orzhov Solemnity combo and Yorion Jeskai Blink.
A very common matchup.
Yes.
Yeah.
The most common one in Modern right now. On my side, I'm just making a swap of removal spells here. Corey's going to try to pressure me because, I have all these weird combos and he wants to end the game before I assemble them through his disruption. And so that means I'm going to need to use my removal aggressively to protect my life total, and that makes Path a lot less valuable. Also, Push destroys every creature in the deck except for the one Yorion over here, which isn't going to come down until much later in the game.
Oh, honey, if you think I only have one Yorion in this deck, you are sadly mistaken.
Yeah, there's a couple in the main.
Yeah.
Sure. Still, just not, the least, I think, valuable of your threats because it forces you to tap out, so you don't have any disruption up. The card advantage isn't that relevant because that's not really what the game is about. It's just about stopping me from doing my thing and trying to kill me. So just the threat I'm least worried about, and that's where Path is most appropriate, so I'll side with Push over it.
Love it. Okay, so from my end, I don't have a ton to bring in, and Dobin's Veto is going to be a lot better on the play because I could actually hit the Blasting Station, but I think it's still serviceable.
Blasting Station costs 3. You can hit it on the draw.
Oh, it does cost 3. Okay, for some reason I was thinking that card cost 2. Yeah, no, then it's great. To be honest. Maybe I even want another one then. I was thinking it was only okay.
The one you can't hit is Altered Dimension.
I guess that's fair. So I'm gonna take out one Wall of Omens as well. Just try to deal with Solemnity Blasting Station. You can still kill me with creatures straight up. You don't necessarily need. Oh, I guess you do need Solemnity still, right?
Either Solemnity or Anafenza.
Okay, so you could go Carrion Feeder, Anafenza, Persist Creature, kill me that way. But that's a little unlikely with how much removal I still have. Brazen Borrower is probably the weakest one here. I have Teferi as like the bounce effect to get your Solemnity or something like that. But it doesn't draw me any cards, and against a bunch of Thoughtseizes, it's not great. As well as one Wall of Omen. I'm never really looking to block. So it's just a 2-mana cantrip, which is less than ideal in these matchups.
Yeah. Kind of card you want, against aggro decks. It's still in any attrition matchup is at least going to cantrip and Yorions.
Definitely.
This matchup kind of ignores that game that you want to play.
Yeah, exactly. And you have so much hand disruption to break it up that I'm never going to have these Yorion turns where I blink out 5 things, Rest Angel it back, blink it out at end step, blink them out again, come back. It's just not what these games are going to boil down to. Hopefully I'm wrong and I get to do that because that would be sweet, but...
Disagree.
All right, Rob, you got any great questions for us?
Yeah, actually looking ahead, chat wanted to know if you'd seen the Jace, Mirror Mage, and the new Nahiri, which I can't remember the name of. They were previewed yesterday by Becca Scott and Jimmy Wong.
Yeah, I did see those. And the one thing I love about them is I look at them and I'm like, oh, that doesn't seem that good. And that is what we need from Planeswalkers. I love that they're breaking the mold of just like having all the Planeswalkers do essentially the same thing of like draw a card or have some advantage for your +1 and then kill something for negative and then win the game for ultimate.
Yep.
Those are dangerous. You know, I mean, those are Chandra, those are Liliana the Veil, you know, Jace the Mind Sculptor, whatever you have, and those are just too good. I like when Planeswalkers serve like a niche role, you know, and they complement a certain strategy, not just go into every blue deck, go into every red deck. So I don't think they look that great, but Nahiri with Embercleave and Winota, there's probably something there. And then getting 2 Planeswalkers for the price of 1 card, there's got to be something cool there too. But
yeah, I kind of like the Jace.
Do you?
I think.
What do you think it's going to be good in?
I just think the flexibility of what it does is really nice. Having a card that, you know, plays okay on 3 mana, but plays pretty well on 5.
Yeah.
You know, it's a tap out style card in that kind of a mid-range deck, and that's sort of what Uro does, right? You know.
Yeah.
So I can see decks playing well with that.
I just feel if you negative that and draw a card and like have 4 and 5 drops in your deck and it's just 3 mana, draw 1 card, I feel like that's pretty bad.
Well, it's 3 mana, draw a card if your opponent can attack it. Right?
Yeah, well, doesn't it lose loyalty equal to the converted mana cost?
Yeah, but you're like, you know, pretty likely to hit lands and stuff.
Yeah. But kind of a gamble, so sometimes it seems weak. But yeah, it's gonna be cool.
Yeah, you got to work to mitigate the variance there, but you can do that
for sure. Okay, great questions, chat. Let's get this game 2 going. When you think, oh, my hand's bad, just remember we're playing with bad cards today.
Oh, my hand is actually quite good. It just only has the 1 land.
Oh.
But if I draw lands, it's great.
Now you're keeping a Corey style hand. This guy's learning.
I guess it's actually not great because this is the wrong piece.
Okay.
Okay, that's a key thing.
Okay.
I don't actually have the way to keep the combo self-perpetuating.
Okay.
And that means I can't keep this.
I'm going to keep mine a pretty Thoughtseize proof hand, and you play 1,000 of those, so I think this is good. This is the only thing that's pretty disappointing about my hand. Oh, hold it a little lower? Oh, okay. That's the only thing that's a little disappointing, but I feel like Rob does this for fun.
I did do that on purpose just for you.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. You're a good friend. You're a good friend.
Matching cards?
Oh, yeah. You know it. All right, Rob, do you got one more question for us?
Yeah, as far as B tier decks go, what do you think about Mardu Pyromancer in Modern?
Ooh, that sounds like a nice little tier 3 deck right there.
That deck has been unplayable since Looting got banned.
Yeah. But honestly, I've been seeing decks that are kind of popping up that are like it again in Historic. That there's a Rakdos style deck that feels just like Mardu Pyromancer, and it is so fun to play. It's just a little bit more aggressive. But I think it's decent. I mean, Pyromancer with a bunch of removal is hard to be absolutely heinous, but you run into certain matchups where you are just going to get wrecked, you know? But yeah, I think it could be decent.
That deck was held together by Faithless Looting.
Yeah, I just don't know what you want white for anymore. I just think it should be Rakdos Pyromancer and just Kroxa, Arcanist Pyromancer, just like what the Historic deck is. I think that's just a better shell.
Yeah, that makes sense to me too, because it really was only white for Lingering Souls towards the end.
Yeah, and Lingering Souls just isn't really what Modern's about anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't even that good in the deck to begin with.
Yeah,
it was there to get value off of Faithless Looting.
Exactly, yeah. But I mean, honestly, if we're talking in the vein of the tier 2 B League decks, it's playable.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
Solid hand. Start on a Carrion Feeder.
Feeder? Okay.
Turn.
I have a Triumph. Past you.
Play a Marsh Flats and attack for 1.
The beats. Okay, 19.
Pass a turn.
All right. I have a land and pass to you.
And crack the Marsh Flats.
Okay.
I'll be at 19. Get a tapped Goblet Shrine.
We're tied.
For now.
Tie game. All right. What you got now, Ross?
What do I have? No one knows. Excellent.
18. You got bad creatures attacking me. That's what we know for sure.
We got more of those. Kitchen Finks.
Oh, wait. What are you talking about? That's a great creature.
It used to be a great creature.
Yeah. Yeah, that resolves.
I go to 22.
Yep.
Pass the turn.
Okay. End step, I'm thinking if I want to crack this land first. Yeah, we'll just opt first. I don't want a Field of Ruin, so I'm going to put that to the bottom. And let's crack this.
70.
And
I should be at 21. Didn't write down my fetch.
how dare you?
17, 21.
I think I'm just going to get a Triome here. Make sure my mana base is perfect. And now try to deal with these unbeatable creatures here.
Unbeatable.
I can't beat those. And I'm not actually kidding right now. Okay, let's see. Let's go with Island, and we're just going to pass.
I will play Solemnity.
Solemnity. Well, veto that. I say no. So that would have just been lethal right there. Infinite life as well to boot.
Yeah. Attack for 4.
Okay, no blocks. Would you like to sack before damage?
No, you can go to 13.
Okay.
Pass
Yep,
the turn.
13. And stepped, I will cast my mismatching opt. I don't want a sanctuary. Rob, will you give me a sanctuary check on this deck list? Just one? Okay, cool. That seems about right. Let's go with Island Go.
I will.
You're looking to Thoughtseize me? Your buddy?
I'll play a safe hold elite.
Safe hold elite. Okay.
Okay. I will attack for 4.
Let's go with... I gotta do something to control this damage, because this is just starting to be like a 2 or 3 turn clock. I'm gonna start with a Vendilion Click. Targeting you.
Okay. Trigger on the stack. I'm going to sack safe hold elite to Carrion Feeder.
Okay.
It will persist back.
Okay. Got a nice fatal push.
And I'll fatal push the V.
Okay. Yep.
V-click trigger resolves. Thoughtseize on life.
Well, I don't want to get Thoughtseized right now, but Unlife is also... I guess that doesn't combo right now, huh?
Unlife combos with Solemnity.
Oh, okay. So that's not that big of a deal. But the Thoughtseize is annoying, so yeah, I'm going to take the Thoughtseize.
Okay, and then take 5.
Take 5.
Brings you to 8.
Yep.
And I'll pass the turn.
All right, I need something to deal with creatures here. Okay. It's not a bad draw. So I took the Thoughtseize, and now you have Unlife. Yeah, that was a pretty good draw, actually. So I'm going to go like this and pass to you. Oh, Colonnade, come on. Fan me down.
I'm going to continue doing things main phase so that I don't get got by, like Restoration Angels mid-combat. So I'll play an Enifenza.
Let me give this a double read here. Enters the battlefield,
This is
bolster.
the other combo piece.
Yep. In response, I'm going to path the feeder.
Don't have any way to rebuy this, so
Then yeah, that resolves.
okay, I will attack with my 2 creatures.
Okay, I'm gonna play Snapcaster targeting path,
Yep.
and I think I'm just gonna path Anafenza here. Seems like the right thing to do. And now, do I want to just absorb the 1 for good, or allow you to have 2 creatures? Yeah, that seems better, and soak up some damage. So I'll take 1.
And I'll gain 2. I'm at 23, you're at 7.
Yep.
You can go.
All right. Decent draw. Let's go with... Start with a Spreading Seas on your Godless Shrine. Draw a card. And I will play a field and pass to you.
You have 3 in hand?
3 in hand, yep.
Attack.
I'm gonna Restoration Angel.
Yep.
I'll block Kitchen Finks.
Okay, take 1.
Yep, down to 6. Now I'm scared. The shields are down.
I'll apply my Unlife.
Okay. So it's going to take me forever to kill you as of now, but otherwise it doesn't do anything until you have Solemnity, as long as I understand this right,
Yep.
which I probably don't.
You do.
All right.
You have 2 in hand?
2 in hand.
Okay, pass the turn.
Okay. Okay. So now what would I like to do? I don't necessarily care about trying to end this game super aggressively. So let's go with... I'll put Yorion back into my hand. I'm going to play a Delta, and I'm just going to pass to you.
Heath, pass.
Heath and pass, okay? I'm going to field your Courtyard, and I'm also going to shortcut here, go to 5.
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to get a... I think Island for the field, and then I'm going to get Sanctuary, targeting Dobin's Veto. Is that good for you?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to draw this for the turn. Four, 5. Okay, I'm going to attack for 3 this time.
I'm at 20.
Woo! We're getting there. All right, now we get to have some fun. I'm going to go with Yorion.
Yep.
I'm going to exile these 2. Then I'm going to play this tapped. End step. Triggers. I'll put this here. I will target this with a blink.
Yep.
Blink. Blink these out. Draw a card. And pass to you.
Pass turn.
All right, end step, these come in, put that on this, blink this out. going to be able to do this now just consistently. Untap. These will be coming back at my end step. I will play a land. Attack for 4.
16.
All right. End step. Do this. Blink this out. Draw a card. All right.
I will Thoughtseize you.
Thoughtseize. I am going to Dovin's Veto that.
I will play a Blasting Station.
I will force that.
Pass turn.
End step, trigger, these come back, draw a card, target this. And so this trigger's still on the stack. Do this again. I guess I have to trigger this. I don't think there's any way I can get this going any cool way. So I'll still blink out these to keep it going, but I'm going to leave this. I drew my card, and I'll untap. Okay, I will attack for 7.
I'm a 9.
I will say go. These come in. Trigger that. Blink this out, draw a card. Let me, just in case anybody's missing this because they're not doing it right, this goes here, this comes back. The trigger for me to draw a card goes on the stack. The trigger for me to blink, I blink Yorion, and then that exiles at my end step. So I exile these at my end step, they come back, and that's what I'm doing every turn if I'm doing that a little bit too fast.
Pass turn.
Okay, end step, Helix you.
I go to 9, or I go to 6.
6, yep.
You go to 8.
Yep. And then these come back. Same thing. Blink out 1, draw a card. Untap. Now it doesn't matter if I deal you more than 7 because it just puts you into the unlife territory anyways, so.
Okay, I'm going to crack this fetch, go to 5.
Okay.
And then go to -2.
Okay.
Got to do that before I get into negatives.
Otherwise, yeah, you get poison. So now you're at 0 poison. But
yes.
Now we're going to be accumulating some Tom Ross poison counters.
Yeah, because all the damage is dealt at once, you just go to negative life.
Yeah.
If it was like a bunch of grape shot copies, I would go to exactly 0, and the additional copies would then start doing infect.
Exactly. That's why it works so well with ad nauseum decks. Yeah. All right, so second main, I'll Spreading Seas this. I will play a Flooded Strand. End step. These come back. Now I get to blink this, blink out this, and this. And now only drawing 1 card, but I'm going to be drawing 2 cards every end step. And pass to you.
And a bit.
All right. Yeah, my hand was still pretty good.
Drawing three cards a turn. We'll do that.
We'll definitely do that. That's for sure. That is for sure. Well, Restoration Angel and Yorion is pretty sweet. Who would have guessed?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. It seems like you have the tools to recover from my disruption, so I need to kill you early, and it's pretty easy for you to see which resource I'm light on. I got 2 persist creatures, so there's no point in trying to deal with those. Yeah. Just deal with the other things and cut a hole in the plan, and it worked well.
Yep, and I mean, we were at the point where damage was going to get me, and I did not have anything, but I did have Snapcaster, so when I drew the path, it's like, oh, I'm safe now. No big deal. And that was just a little unfortunate that you couldn't capitalize when I was needing to focus on your battlefield. You just didn't have the staying power to go outside of that.
Yeah,
so.
I wish the sideboard had a little bit of something to supplement that aggro secondary plan against heavy disruption decks. It'd be nice to just be able to play like a Gideon.
Yeah, no, that's a good call. And I wish I had 4 of the cards from your sideboard for mine. They seem great against you. All right, well, looks like we got time for a pity game, though. I hope your deck does its thing. Well, I guess I don't hope too much, but
spewed off.
Yeah, that's
in the first game.
That's true. But hey, we're not necessarily our most experienced decks we're practiced with. No. So, all right, Rob, do you got any questions from our audience?
Yeah, Tuesday MTG wants to know, Ross, what do you think about the Luris Copter deck you were playing before? Did the companion nerf just hit it too hard?
Oh, I remember that deck. That deck was sweet.
It was sweet. It was one of the issues with that deck is it ended up being, I think, worse than the Rakdos Prowess deck, which was both very good at grinding in matchups where it needed to grind,
Yeah.
and had the ability to race the combo decks effectively, especially after board with Kiln Fiend, and still does. Sometimes they main deck Kiln Fiend now.
Yeah.
So it was very good in the early days of that format when things were still sort of still taking shape. And you were matched up pretty well, like against the blue decks and the Yorion decks that existed.
Yep.
Now you see actually like less of those Yorion decks, and the blue decks have more of a robust, over-the-top game plan.
Yeah, they're all combo decks now. Yeah. They're either team or reclamation decks that you. It is a combo deck in a sense where you get that Nexus loop and stuff like that, or it's just Scapeshift decks and stuff. So
They have an end game plan that is going to trump whatever disruption you've done if you give them enough time. So there's a real importance being placed on the disruptive decks to have a clock and close out the game, and that was one of the issues that the Copter deck had. Sometimes its clock was anemic if you didn't get all the right pieces or you stumbled at some point, and so it ends up just being worse than Rakdos.
Yeah, but if you're a fan of Thopter Sword combos, you wait till next round. We will have those needs met in a little bit more of an obscure shell, I must say.
That is indeed the case.
Yeah, I think my decks get progressively sweeter, but I mean this is sweet already. But I am extra excited for the next round, and then I'm not even gonna get started yet on round 3.
It's classic Corey nonsense.
It is straight Corey nonsense.
So to be fair, I'm playing classic Ross nonsense.
Yeah. Wow, this is a hand that just screams Corey.
Has one land.
No. Just a 6-land Yorion with a Yorion as your companion.
Listen, you're guaranteed to cast Yorion as long as he doesn't thought seize you, so you got to keep that right.
Exactly. And even if, man, you can't thought seize the companion. I'm going to take a mulligan, though. That hand's obviously too bad.
I'll be keeping mine.
Okay. Yeah, hands like that, I've kept my fair share of bad hands before. That one obviously is just not even close on the radar, but those kind of hands when you have, like, if I had a Spreading Seas 5-land Yorion on the play, the hands like that are okay, because you draw into stuff, you have a bunch of things to do with your mana eventually.
You say it's close, but I'm pretty sure you kept a hand like that in a standard match one time.
Yeah. Well, it was probably right then, but...
Whatever you need to keep telling yourself.
Yes. Thank you. These are just so when I go to watch back our Versus Live that I can justify some of my decisions, Be like, well, he said it. That guy with the microphone said it was good, so... All right, I think I can keep this. Now, what to bottom is another story. I think it's either this or... God, this is tough. I think it's one of these would be my initial guess. And I think I'm actually just going to put this to the bottom. I think that could be wrong. That's a tough one.
Okay, I'm going to go to 19 and Inquisition you.
All right. You were at 19.
I will take the Spreading Seas.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
Bang. Here you go.
I will then Thoughtseize you.
Would you please leave my hand alone?
I'll go to 16.
All right.
Resolves.
16 for you.
And I will take the Force Negation.
It's out of there.
Pass the turn.
All right. I mean, are you saying you can beat Wall of Omens? Excuse me? No one beats Wall of Omens. You can only contain it. All right, I'll play Wall of Omens.
Sure.
Here we go.
You laugh, Corey, but I did get beat by a Wall of Omens once.
Did you? The old defender trick?
Oh, yeah, the old Obzon Dorian deck. Get a PTQ, or PPTQ, yeah.
Nice. Let me know who that is so I can, give him a high five. All right, well, I'm scared, to say the least.
Yeah, I've resolved my key piece, which is why I took the Force.
I mean, I resolved my key piece too, but, our decks are doing two different things, that's for sure. All right, I'm just going to play a land and say go.
I will play Safe Hold Elite.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
Well, I don't think I have to path it quite yet, because it's not threatening to kill me, and that's ramping you. So let's not do that, but I will sack this.
You're 19.
1915.
That's what I have.
1915.
Who knows what Corey has?
Yeah, who knows? I'm a wild card.
I think there's a question mark over there.
Yeah, a little bit of braille.
Oh, it's like a drawing of Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, I get made fun of for my bad handwriting my entire life, and you know what? Rightfully so. I can't even defend myself on that one.
I feel like
I had the chicken pox during cursive writing in school.
Yeah.
That's no joke, so I blame it on that, even
I
though...
don't think that would have helped. I remember handwriting being among my lowest grades in elementary school, but I'm pretty sure my handwriting...
Oh, so an A-?
Yeah, something like that. But my handwriting, I'm pretty sure, just stayed the same from the age of 10, and everyone else's just got worse.
Yeah.
And I don't know how everybody, they just got lazy. I guess everybody, just started typing everything.
I'm going to play this and go. Me and Ross have much different schooling, grades and stuff like that. Mine, at one point, I took team sports and kept on purpose forgetting my basketball shorts so that they would flunk me for that class so I could then take team sports again the next semester. So I think we were at separate... It was the best class. So I got to take it again and play more.
So by not participating... I got to take it again so I could then participate?
Exactly. I aced that class because I was good at team sports, but yeah.
I took personal fitness one semester instead of team sports because they wouldn't let me take it twice.
Yeah.
But there was another section of team sports that met for that semester at the same time, and I just left my personal fitness class and went to team sports.
Nice.
And they just let me do that.
Nice.
So I essentially got to take team sports
Okay,
twice.
all right, never mind. Our schooling was exactly the same.
Yes, just please let me play team sports. I also took team sports, I think, 5 times in college.
like it.
We had to take
Fast to you if I didn't say that.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
We had to take 4 semesters of gym in college.
Yeah.
For just a requirement.
I had to take a lot of them as well.
Yeah, and I took 6, I think.
I love
didn't take it my first semester, and my last semester I was checked out. I was like, I'm not doing that again.
I love it.
So,
all right, let's get back to the game.
Kitchen Finks, taking 1. I'm a 14.
Kitchen Finks taking 1. 14 up to 16?
Yep.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
Yeah, gotta let that resolve. Pretty scared of some things, but I still don't want to give you a land since you very clearly have 3 spells in hand. So I'm gonna go... maybe this is a time when I want Yorion.
Fetch into 18.
Yep.
Moral of this story is that team sports is great.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you can take anything away from Versus Live today, it's you should fail team sports multiple times in high school so you can retake it. Yep. I think that's smart. All right. I'll put Yorion into my hand and I'll pass to you.
Jesus. This is one of the downsides of relying on redundancy for consistency instead of playing, cantrips and other card selection cards.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just draw multiple copies of the same thing. I will commence the beatdown.
The beatdowns. I'll block over there.
16 all. I'll go to 15 and play Phyrexian on life.
Phyrexian on the life, huh? Yeah, I don't know if I truly... I guess I have to care about that. Otherwise, I just can never kill you. I mean, I have other bounce effects, so I don't necessarily have to deal with it now. So yeah, sure.
Pass turn.
All right. Well, I will just say go.
I will attack.
Same blocks. Take 2.
14.
Yep.
I will take 1 to 14 and play it on life.
On live. Well, I guess I got to counter that second one.
Pass the turn.
Okay. You're at 14, you said?
Yep. I got 14 all.
Okay. End step, I'll helix you.
11 to 17. Now, Lightning Helix on these creatures does not do anything.
No. All right, Wall of Omens.
Sure. Oh no, my offense.
Yeah, and then I'll pass to you.
And I'll crack this Windswept Heath, go to 10. Got a tap Godless Shrine.
Okay.
You got 5 in hand,
I have 5.
one of which is Yorion.
Yep.
Okay.
It's a weird game.
Very.
I have a feeling we're going to have a lot of these on Versus Live today.
Okay, I will play another Phyrexian on life. I really can't lose the game.
Okay, you cannot lose the game. You got it.
Pass the turn.
Okay, I will untap. I'm going to play a Teferi.
Sure.
No, I mean, like, bouncing one of these things doesn't really matter right now. Bouncing your creatures don't really matter. Could bounce Solemnity just to... Yeah, I mean, I guess all I have to do is deal with Solemnity here, and then it still breaks up your not losing the game plan. The old not lose the game plan. Smart. Okay, I'll bounce this. I'll pass to you.
I will Thoughtseize you.
All right.
I will take the Yorion.
Okay.
Brings me to 9.
Yep.
And then I will go to 8 for Solemnity.
8. Okay.
Pass the turn.
I'll Helix you.
5 to 20.
All right. I'm at 20. You were at 5. Untap. Tick up. And pass to you.
Silent Clearing.
Mm-hmm.
Solemnity.
Okay. Sure.
Pass the turn.
We will be playing this game for the duration of Versus Live.
Yeah.
Does it become versus on live?
Oh boy. Well,
It's classic double lock.
I'll tick this up.
Should have splashed green for Back to Nature.
Yeah. Debating if I want to play this. All right. I'll play Yorion.
Oh, that's the best possible.
Yeah. Blink these 3.
Yep.
Comes back. Draw 2. Your go. So I think one path stops the infinite life right now on Kitchen
Yeah, I
Fink.
keep thinking that.
Yeah.
I will go to 4 and sacrifice a Silent Clearing.
Okay.
Sacrifice this one.
Okay. No blasting station. That's what I don't want to see, I guess. Nice top deck.
So, I think we just have to push a wall. Stop this engine, because Corey's going to get to bounce his Yorion every turn.
Yep.
And then I'll pass.
All right. End step, I'll path Kitchen Finks.
I will get a swamp.
Okay. Untap. Play a mountain. Yeah, I can just do the old Yorion thing every turn. Seems like a good plan for as long as I can, so I'll attack.
I go to 0.
You go to 0, okay. Now you just stay at 0 forever. So all I have to do is just bounce the unlifes, then you die, or bounce the Solemnities and then try to kill you, but that doesn't make sense. So yeah, I'll bounce Yorion.
Yep.
Draw. I already played a land, so then I will go like this. Blink these. Get this back and draw a card. Your go.
a push the wall,
All right, you leave my walls alone.
Anafenza,
Okay.
Safehold Elite,
In response, I'll bolt down Offenza. And yeah, that resolves.
okay, pass the turn.
And step opt. Yeah, sure.
That can't be a good sign.
Yeah, no, it's I'm setting up some value stuff. Let's start by spreading seas your land.
I have many lands, Corey. You'll have to be more specific.
That land.
Again.
No, do we want to attack? No. I guess I can use this. All right, I will bounce Phyrexian Unlife. And I will say go.
Okay, send both to Teferi.
Doesn't even really pay to block. Doesn't really matter. In response, I will blink this, blink out this, and this.
Yep.
Damage resolves.
Play on life.
Yep.
Actually, yeah.
You have to or you die.
Yeah. Indeed, I do. Fast turn.
Okay, end step, these come back. I'll blink this. I'll only blink out Restoration Angel. And we'll untap. There we go. Bounce, bounce.
Yeah, that'll get me. Had those 3 draws with the 2 lands to try to kill Corey and missed.
Yeah.
You never found a sack outlet this game.
Yeah, it was just, well, the sack outlet, what would you have done there with just this for a sack outlet?
You only had 1 mana up, right?
I had 1 mana and 1
I need to
power.
find a sack outlet that wasn't Carrion Field.
Yeah, so Blasting Station would have killed me. Because that I couldn't do anything
Yeah,
about.
Blasting Station or Alter Dimension.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, so I kind of gambled there a little bit, maybe an unnecessary gamble.
Carrion Feeder would have gained me infinite life still.
How?
Hmm?
You didn't have a Kitchen Finks.
I guess you would respond to you would respond deal with the Kitchen Finks to the
No,
Carrion
you
Feeder.
did. It was already gone. You only had these for that turn, yeah.
No, the Kitchen Finks came later, right?
No, I path that pretty aggressively. So I knew you couldn't gain infinite life on board, but Blasting Station or the Altar would have definitely milled me. But
Yeah.
yeah,
And I needed a sack outlet that also functioned as a win condition.
definitely. Okay, well that was some good old nonsense for round number 1. I took that one down. We didn't get to see the coolness there from you, unfortunately. But
The issue here is that the combo with Solemnity and Phyrexian Unlife, that's great against like Prowess and Burn and aggro decks.
yeah, it could just be lights out. It's like when Worship's good in like certain creature decks where they just you have 1 Paradise Druid or whatever in a Worship and the game's over. You can't win. Yeah.
And I probably should have just had more removal in my deck.
Yeah.
Like I could have just left all the paths in and had a couple of collective brutalities.
Yeah.
That I think would have ended up being better because that combo ended up just not being relevant at all.
No.
It sits there and it looks like, oh, I've got this combo and I can't lose. And you're ostensibly winning through damage, but in reality, you're winning through completely decimating me on resources, making sure that there's no way I can ever combo or attack you relevantly ever again.
Yeah.
And then eventually you'll set up double bounce or, even triple bounce or single bounce plus a 10-point attack all in one turn.
Yeah, because I had Venters as well. Venters into Fairies. Eventually I'd get there.
The only way that would ever lock you out is if for some reason your deck was built in a way where you couldn't answer it.
Yep.
And that's just not going to happen.
Exactly. Okay, so next up, I am bringing back Urza. I never thought I'd say that in Modern. Be like, oh, I'm bringing back this new niche card, Urza Lord High Artificer. It was just dominant. But it really has, it's gotten its legs cut out one at a time. First Mox Opal, now Astrolabe. There's not too much with it, so we are definitely having to change gears and include some other stuff that is not just leaning into all Urza. So we got like some Stone Forges, we got Thopter Sword combo. It's a sweet little Bant deck. So
basically putting Urza into a real mid-range creature deck.
Yeah.
And as opposed to Urza being the star of the show, it's just a one piece among many.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, it helps for the infinite combo. It's a role player for that. But most of the time, I was doing some really disgusting things pre-Yorion nerf with Urza, where you could go, whenever Yorion gave you 3 mana, that's when I thought it was just busted. And you could Yorion, blink Urza, blink your other artifacts, they reset, and then you like have a Cryptic up, and that was just insane. So we're still kind of doing that kind of stuff, but without the nerf, there's a lot more setup, and it becomes a lot trickier, but still possible, and I hope it lines up at least once for me.
And on my side, I'm going to be introducing some weird variants. This is a waste not deck using Burning Inquiry, so we're going to try to waste not and generate a bunch of resources off of that.
Yeah.
It's a neat little synergy deck, and hopefully it works out better than the Orzhov Solemnity.
You heard it. More nonsense coming for you on round number 2 here on Versus Live. Don't go anywhere.